Take that! Put away my shot!
Things I learned, yo. Also, Holiday World absolutely destroyed our voices, so if our voices sound a little raspy in this vlog video, then you know why. 20 if something time going here, but it's always still a good time. New for 2024 Camp Snoopy. This is one of the main reasons why we're here, going to this park to get new credits. Philip, look at it, it's your first coaster. It's running. He wants to get on it so badly. Oh my gosh. You see that face of enthusiasm? The best Planet Snoopy like in the whole chain, dude. This Planet Snoopy is so crazy good. And see ya guys, we're approaching Snoopy Soap Box Racers. It's in sight. Dude, look at this presentation. It's probably still not a very comfortable coaster. It's called Camp Snoopy Woodstock's Air Rail now instead of flying a serial chase. Wow. I got a new photo stand here. Some merchandise you can get. Presentation of this. Oh, they're already letting people on the ride? Oh, wow. I guess we're gonna get the ride something before the park even opens. Look at the play area. What? Dude. They have slides going down the staircase down. This used to be like a big stage area. Now they like decorated a big old Scout Acres. And then they got the new restaurant there. Big Pen's mess hall. They have like the new flag of like Snoopy there, like a Snoopy statue. Camp Snoopy is not very big, but what they're able to fit in though, it's very impressive. Just got off of the Snoopy Soap Box Racers. How was that for you, Philip?
To be honest, it was actually really surprising. It actually had like a Franklin being a commentator as I went, which is something I really liked. But after riding Good Gravy yesterday, both of Family Boot Bikes are really great, but I'm going to have to give the slight edge to Good Gravy. It just has a little bit of a better theme and also have a little bit of a longer layout.
Oh yeah, I mean like that ride like fits really well in like the new like Camp Snoopy area like in the park. Like it looks really nice. Like the presentation is really good. Like and like he said, I love like the audio that was going on like with the Franklin like Armstrong like guy. And like I love there's like a Snoopy statue like on top of like the station with like the red box, and even like going down like from like going backwards like up the spike, you actually get a little like ejector pop like a little bit like going down. What is this? Naming this a Vekoma. And actually, I mean, like, yes, there was a little head banging, but like, we never really got slammed into restraints. The air rail, actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah, and the new color scheme works really well for the Camp Snoopy area.
Oh yeah.
And note that up the lift hill, they had like little theming like on the metal track. They had like little like letters like now painted in like to like the metal track, which you can't see really until you actually ride the ride. So I found that actually pretty cool. Now we're gonna do a nostalgic one for him because Woodstock Express was his first coaster.
Yeah, it's back in 2008 when I first came to Kings Island. It was my first ever roller coaster. Back then it would seem to the Fairly Odd parents, but I thought the Fairly Odd coaster was still under the Paramount theme. And for me, I really like, I think like 10 times in one day with my sister. Like I rode it once, and that was the only ride I wanted to ride every day. So it holds a special place in my heart.
Got off Woodstock Express over there. Yeah, I mean, it was actually not too bad. It was pretty smooth, even though we had to really cramp like into the car, so I guess we decided to ride together for some stupid reason. Yeah. But it was actually not too bad. It was even like something like a little bit of a ejector pull over like at one part of the ride too.
Yeah, it was actually a little bit of a ejector pull.
Yeah, and actually it was smooth. Yeah. So that's better than Zach Schumer. Done riding all the kid coasters. I'm sure you were going to be at the part of the video that probably you guys are actually waiting for us to ride the thrill rides. Down famous blue ice cream. Maybe I'll get some later. Got off a Mystic over here, and I think this man here was just writing an apology.
Yeah, ever since I first rode it, I never really praised the airtime mod. I thought it was kind of weak, but after doing it in the back row this time, I actually owe this ride an apology. It's so good. The airtime is so good. The pacing is so relentless. It's awesome.
But he's finally realized like how good this ride is, why it gets praised so much. The other Woody actually has a decent wait. Since we heard like on his queue time thing, 15 minutes. Supposed to be open. It's not that much of a big deal, but I usually don't see that open. Blows my mind the fact that this says here that this ride was built in less than a year. How is that even possible, dude? And also the fact this was made also without computers too. I will say today's a good day to be a fast lane person because there's no wait for the beast to go and get on it. Like you would still get your money's worth out of the fast lane like for a day like today, dude. Voyage kind of ruined the beast for me, but it's still such a good ride though. Like got on in the front row, it still kicks so much butt. The Voyage, it goes so far out in the forest and it's just like an adventure. I had to go throughout this ride, and even though like it has more like length of track compared to the Voyage, it actually felt like more of a shorter ride like compared to the Voyage, which is kind of interesting. Like I don't know why that is. That's so fascinating to me. But man, like there's like the one thing that definitely this ride has over the Voyage is the finale. Yeah. Like while the Voyage has a pretty good finale, you know, flying by the station and doing some curve rounds like over the pathway, which is always a lot of fun. Nothing compares like to that freaking beast. Double helix finale. Yes. It pins you so hard to the side. The laterals like you get there are freaking nuts. This ride will always have such a soft spot in my heart, but I have to say the Voyage is better. Sea Kings Island over time has progressively been adding more greenery around this area here just so we can't really get that beast view, like since maybe they're hiding up the fact that they may be finally trying to work on something here. In 5 years now, and still nothing's been put in this plot of land. Kings Island, you better do it, bro. I want that plot of land to be used so badly, dude. That's new. So they're adding these around a couple of the Cedar Fair parks. Yeah, this definitely was not here before. And in Top Row 2, they have like the human claw machine. I guess now in the Area 72, they have the human claw machine. That's so cool. They're not even using the indoor queue. Do what us impatient people do when we don't feel like waiting in the lines anymore. Show them, Philip.
We get fast lanes.
Yep, that's what we got. We got on Orion again now, and I think Philip said you have another apology of the
Yes, Millennium Force, I owe you an apology. To be honest, after riding Orion again, Millennium Force is definitely better.
Yeah, actually, it was one of my better rides on Orion, though. Like, there were some parts I feel like I was getting more lifted out of my seat than I remember, so I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. I still just don't like the fact that it always keeps going up on these hills and like it's losing its speed.
Exactly.
And it feels like it's kind of crawling a little bit like at the end. But like Millennium, like it feels like it's flying throughout the whole damn layout.
Yeah.
It doesn't slow down at all. It's definitely a good general public pleaser for sure, but yeah, I wish Kings Island got a little bit better though. I've been waiting at Flight of Fear for a while, and do you see the insane amount of main queue they're letting in? This is ridiculous. The main queue is still going in. Oh my gosh. I'm not really going to show the grouper's face just because I'm not that mean, but like, yikes, the grouper here is not doing a good job.
It's for you.
Alright, leaving Area 72 for now. Still gotta appreciate the incredible I Am a Score soundtrack. And yeah, we got on the Flight of Fear. It's a great ride. It's just I was a little bit bummed out from the experience we had to wait, waiting in the queue. Well, the reason why I'm upset is because I've seen in other rides we've ridden today that the fast lane people are actually doing a really good job, really splitting up the amount of people that are flowing through the lines. So the grouper was just not really doing that great of a job grouping the fast lane, and literally Philip decided to go and tell the people in the line that yeah, the grouper at Flight of Fear is really not doing a great job letting twice as many mainline people in over fast lane. I feel like it should be the other way around. It'd be good to have a 50-50 split, but it definitely was not a 50 split. It was 75% of the main line was going and then 25% fast lane. They didn't pay the $95. I've already paid $400 to just do this two-day trip, and just having to go waste some of that time because we don't have we're not going to spend the full day here because we unfortunately have 8 a.m. shifts tomorrow. We're a little bit salty right now. I'm going to be the complaining customer and hopefully get something out of it because maybe we can get a single meal deal out of it or something. But go to the Flight of Fear crew and tell them please do not group too many of the main line in because I just want to have future guests that have the better experience that they're the ones who actually paid the fast lane. We just went and talked to guest services. The person said that they would talk to rides about it. They were I can bring a ride to operation person up here, and I'm just we're gonna have to wait 20 minutes for that, and then it's gonna be a whole 10-15 minute conversation. So I'm I don't want to be at guest services for 40 minutes because I already wasted enough time waiting 40 minutes for Flight of Fear. So we can write something in our system that lets a certain team know that it's dedicated to that team, and tell them yeah, you need to go and approve this, and they'll see that, and they'll probably tell the supervisor will tell the associates there or something. So I hope they end up doing that. Kind of by the sound of it, she's probably going to forget about our complaint and then not really tell rides about it at all. But maybe she might be a good person, but yeah, who knows. This ride has the slowest lift in the history of rides. Yep. Yo. I think it should open up soon because they're testing. I kind of want to get on this thing again. The train they're storing over there is the one that had the accident. That's probably why they're not running 3 trains right now. Banshee. It's always a great B&M invert. I do enjoy my rides on it. I just love that it's constant inversion after inversion after inversion, and the twist at the end is always great. The vertical loop over the station is so much fun. The twist, the pretzel loop, it's just a really good complete package. It's definitely one of the best B&M inverts. Would you say it's better than Raptor?
To be honest, in my personal opinion, I actually do like it better than Raptor, but that's because for me, in my personal opinion, I'm more of a fan of like the more graceful inversions. Like I'm not really like a compact, like Titan version type of guy. But like this was like my cup of tea of where that Banshee kind of fits it, because like all the inversions are all spread out. You really feel the hang time. It's something I really enjoy.
Even though Banshee has like a lot like it has to it, like it is definitely pretty smooth. Actually, I didn't really like. I know I've definitely ridden Banshee and it's had a rattle like before, but I didn't really feel a rattle at all.
I didn't feel any rattle on that one.
Yeah, so you know, not too bad. We'll do the Bat, the very underrated coaster here in the park. This is something that's a bit out of control at amusement parks. So there's a Kings Island Gold Pass down there. See some wristbands. There's plenty of hair ties all around the place. See, there's cups. There's a koala bear plush. There's an American flag. There's a duck plush over there. Like, what the heck? There's gloves. There's a Dippin' Dots thing. There's like so many different types of cards. Freaking phone case down there. What's... How did that even fall down there? I need to hear the story how that happened. Got off the bat, and I will say that's probably one of my like best rides I feel like I've had on that thing before. Like that thing was going through its course very, very well. Like we did it in like the second to back. It was a really solid experience. It just kind of sucks like it's very like tucked back like in the park. It's really hard to go and get to, and I feel like they're really like, because I know some of the Beast used to be like in this area here. It really needs to be like some other coaster here, because then like it actually like be like its own designated area like with the bat. And maybe like, cause like I think like would be a perfect addition in this area here is like RMC here. But I know Cedar Fair is a roculation of RMC, but now with the mergers, and I know Six Flags still likes RMC. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah,
never know.
It was really good. The bat is definitely criminally underrated here at the park. It does not get talked about enough, but it's absolutely a ride you have to do it here. There's not a lot of their suspended coasters left in operation, but this is one of the good ones. Also, can I mention that because today's the day one of the Six Flags merger, the operators were saying, enjoy the rest of your day at Six Flags Kings Island.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Have to pay respects to our little Son of Beast station here. It's still there. It's great. Like, it really makes you think that like at some point here that station's going to be used again for something. Like, it's crazy the fact that they still have the Son of Beast station here, and they even have some of the old Son of Beast tracks still there. I actually get to get on Dysfunctional Delirium. Wow, that's great. See how this compares to Max Air Cedar Point. I've ridden this in a good bit, so I want to compare them now since I've ridden Max Air a couple times. The operator at Delirium was a little delirious, forgot to open the exit gate for like 2 minutes. But Cedar Point had like the hard, bulky like restraints too, and I felt like this one was just a little bit more graceful too. I mean, both of them are very identical. I think honestly it just gives the edge to Delirium a little bit, just the nice restraints. Well, I'm not sure this is going to be the case for us at Fastlane, but we'll go check it out. They like that drum beat, bro. Ah, Banshee. This is why I'm never getting on Windseeker again. Apparently Windseeker is stuck about 300 feet in the air. We just got off Adventure Express and Soul Spin. I believe you have an update on Adventure Express, right?
Yeah, I have.
Or Soul Spin, so I think I'm going to leave this one to you to say your thoughts. How was that for you, Phil?
So we'll start with Adventure Express first, and surprisingly, it actually was a little bit more better themed than I originally thought. I like the audio that goes up the lift hill, and they finally made the person at the end, before you drop off the second lift hill, he actually has movement now, which I'm really excited about. And then Soul Spin was actually a lot more surprising. It actually didn't drop upside down as many much. Definitely a great flat ride.
They did a very good job with the Adventure Port area. Like that part of the park, like really needed a refresh. And now like that park is definitely one of my favorite parts. Like in the park now, like here you riding the racer, blue side. We gonna win! Need to get 2 rides on the racer, but I ended up getting, me and Phil ended up getting 2 rides on the racer because literally nobody was in a row and they just let us ride again. Yep. The retracking on a racer is like really, really well done. Like the only like rough part is the brake route.
Guys, you can see the.
Yep. This is literally what it feels like at the end. I'm glad they're keeping like this classic coaster here. Like this thing's been here since the park opened, so this thing's over like 50 years old. So and with the retrack, it's running great. It's a great racing coaster here at the park. Not exactly sure what we're doing next, but we'll figure it out. So this used to be a Subway. Now it's 21 and colder. Frozen cocktail bar. Unexpected choice made, but I was like, well, we have fast passes. I kind of want to ride the antique car since I've never done it here before. So why not? And this is definitely the best out of the antique cars that I've ridden. Like a lot of like theming and like references, like the billboards around the place, and the way they just like made the whole area so presentable of all the greenery and like the lakes and like the bridge you go to, and even like a little like building that they made as well, and then just the backdrop of Racer and Orion like behind it. Like you guys definitely should go check out my separate video I'll upload for the antique cars POV. It'll be linked down below. Not I got the credit on it, but most likely I'm never going to be doing it again because antique cars are boring and they're for people that aren't thrill seekers. What's not boring is Bad Light Sun Coaster. You're too slow. Oh, peppermint. I love those license plates behind the Battlot cars. Yeah. That was a good ride at Battlot. I don't remember actually getting like these airtime pops from it. I don't remember that either. Like we went in the front row, the launch is pretty good. Of course, the spiral up with the G-force is crazy. It's like just some random parts in the ride, like where it's going up, and then we just get that ejector, bro. Wow. Like I don't remember ever that happening like at Battlot.
I do not remember that.
So ride on Battlot better than I remember it being. Yeah. Even though it's only been like 3 months ago since I last rode it. So yeah, now we're doing the Diamondback. My shirt is very hard to tell I got sprayed, but you can tell Philip though, he got sprayed good. I don't remember like ever getting that sprayed that hard on Diamondback before. Like I've ridden this thing in the back before a couple times, and the spray wasn't that crazy. So I was like, what the heck? Like, where was that spray?
Yeah, what is that?
Airtime is freaky on that ride, dude. Like there were some times where I think like only my seatbelt like was keeping me in, like from there, like the airtime I was getting was like freaking crazy, dude. Bro, ejector floater is like. It's so crazy. That drop is crazy. Like every element it has rollover and like you get lifted out of your seat. Like this ride here is freaking insane. Yeah. For the longest time, I really did not get this very much appreciation, but I have so much appreciation for Diamondback now. For sure.
Absolutely.
Where are the orange truck? Oh, they look so scared, dude. Getting on Mystic some more is always a good time. It took like 10 minutes like to do those 2 rides. Like that's how dead the fast lane was. That's great. I definitely prefer this in the back, and Philip agrees too, right?
Yeah.
Good in the front, but I feel like it really throws you around so much more like in the back. It's still such a great ride. Like nonetheless, like in any row, like I love it. Kings Island, I feel like, is really trying to be the best kids area. Like again, like they're not letting some other park beat them again. Like dude, this is honestly like the perfect like kids area like at an amusement park. I do wish it like to take up so much land in like Kings Island, but you know, it's so good for the kids here. Like I can see why so many families want to come to Kings Island specifically to bring their kids here because there's so much like for the kids to do here. A brand new coaster and making a playground there too. It's like, dude, like this kids area has got to get the like golden ticket award this year for best kids area.
Absolutely.
I'd be shocked if it doesn't. One coaster we will not be doing today. First gotten every other coaster though, which is not bad. Even the brand new one 2 times now. Got off of that big pole over there, also known as the drop tower. Woo! That drop is crazy, the views are crazy, everything about that drop tower is just crazy.
Crazy! It was a lot better than I originally remembered it. It's been about 5 years since I've ridden it, but for me it's my second favorite drop tower, but my favorite one is actually the Larson version of the drop tower.
I think we're gonna go get some Orion rides again. Let me see what Flight of Fear's doing, but judging by how the drop tower line was pretty atrocious for mainline, I'm guessing Flight of Fear is not improved at all. Gorgeous! Orion! Got on Flight of Fear and then went on Orion 2 times, in the 8th row and the 3rd row. And definitely something I've realized is that, like, if I'm in like any other row besides the front, the inner seats just aren't enjoyable like on Orion for me. Because at least like on the outside, like at least you get to like half your body at least is kind of feeling the wind, and if you're putting your hands up, that's a pretty good chunk of your body that's feeling the wind. But when I was in the middle seat in the 3rd row, I wasn't really feeling it at all. And I wanted to try to get up front row ride as like last ride for Orion for a day. The accessibility pass people. It was going to be like a 6-car wait, so I'm like, I'm not waiting that. We're going to see what we can squeeze in at the end of the day, and I guess we'll just update you guys from there. So nobody else waiting in row 1 for us. Like, I mean, when we got here, they literally just grouped us in row 1. Like that never like happens on the beach. Usually you always have to ask for it, but the groupers are definitely struggling a little bit to get people in. Oh man, it's like these cars are so long, I gotta get so many people like in the cars. But Millennium's able to do that just fine. Like, come on, Beast Crew, get yourself together. The ops are doing great. It's just the grouper man needs to do a little better. Philip, ready for our last ride of the day?
Yep, let's do it.
Did our last ride of the day on the Beast. Got on a front row ride on it, and I know the Voyage is definitely better than this ride here, but man, this ride still kicks so much butt, dude.
Yeah.
I love how it keeps flying down like the hillside, like in the first half there. That tunnel in the first half is great.
Absolutely.
And then the second half is obviously like probably like everybody's like favorite part of this ride, dude.
Absolutely.
It is freaking crazy, dude. It was a great like 2-day lake park experience doing Holiday World to Kings Island back to back, and yeah, it was a little bit rough in like in some parts like of the day, but I'm glad I spent the money on the fast lane. I wish I didn't have to, but man, like Kings Island like is such an incredible park. Got so many people want to come to it, and the crowds are ridiculous. You can only really get shorelines in the beginning of the day, and that's about it. Wow, I got some 45th year anniversary shirts for the Beast. Wow. Oh, and Banshee's been around for 10 years, yeah. Yeah, 10th anniversary Banshee too. Wow. Diamondback has 15th year anniversary. Dude, everything's celebrating any some kind of anniversary, bro. Off our 2-day amusement park trip. It was a really good first one, and hopefully we'll be able to at least do another like 2-day trip. We'll definitely have some other amusement park trips like planned for you guys. I think overall today it was a pretty solid like visit to Kings Island. I wouldn't say it was like one of my favorite visits to Kings Island, but it still was a good visit like nonetheless though. And you know, getting to ride a new like credit to Snoopy Soap Box Racers, and also even being on the antique cars, which was a new credit for me. I want to try to get on the water rides, but then when you realize it's not a part of the fast pass, it's like this was a little bit more challenging to go and get on. If that doesn't show you how busy the park is, I don't know what will. They're getting on 27 like different rides, and for the big coasters, I believe like Banshee was free, Diamondback was 2, Mystic was free, East was free, and then Orion was free. So the big ones like a good amount, and got like the other like between coasters like. So, you know, I call that a pretty good win.
Today was really good. Obviously, this is the most crowded I've ever seen Kings Island in all my years of coming here. But
Have you been to Haunt?
No, I've not been to Haunt. So,
oh, he has not seen how bad the crowds are yet.
yeah. Every time I come here, there hasn't been too many people, so this is definitely a little bit of a change. But
definitely for like a summer day on a Monday, dude. Like this is pretty busy.
Yeah, and to be honest, like as soon as we saw the 30 and 45 minutes, and we saw the price of the price in the fast lane, I'm like, when I get a lot of rides today, we gotta do it. Because like we saw how short they were, and that pretty much turned out to be a good decision.
I'm really happy like with this park here. It's always great to come back. Like honestly, I'm excited for all the college roommate vlogs you'll see coming here like in the future with me and Jesse. But again, if you want to see some more from the Coaster Bros, it's definitely not our last amusement park trip. Again, like I think I stated in the Hollywood World vlog, we'll be trying to get up to Waldemere, maybe try to do Knoebels and Hershey, and then the list will just keep going on from there. Like we're gonna try to do some amusement park trip every week for y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. We gotta start driving now. The worst part of the trip is the end of it. So sad. But yeah, goodbye to Kings Island, and thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later on the Streamer channel. Peace.